And live, hello everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Port Royal 2. It's actually a re-recording because I was a little bit foolish last time when uploading a few episodes to delete both episodes before the last one was completely uploaded, and that caused an error with YouTube, which, yeah, of course, makes sense. You have to transfer data there. Well, there isn't any data, so there's nothing to transfer. Hence, I have to redo everything. I know now that because of that, and I might as well speed up, I will run into some problems when dealing with this. I know there are 4 cannons in the hideout, and that's not really that hard. The problem is because of the location of the cannons and the wind. Those two combined, I'm having a real big problem with attacking it. Because the moment I attack it and I've got a full wind back of my sails, I'm going in with big speed and I make the turn, and as a result my ship slows down a lot and get hammered by the towers. If I attack from the opposite direction, it's very hard to do actually the maneuvering to avoid the cannonballs being shot at me. So I take damage as well. And although I have 5 warships, which should be reasonable for this attack, it didn't work out. So what I'm going to do, since that pirate doesn't have any ships and convoys yet, is I'm going to wait until this convoy gets there as well. One of the things it needs to do, I thought I could have done that, is add the cannons to that convoy, and probably, but I'm not sure, I have to add the cannonballs as well. So it's going to be a little bit slow at the start, and the majority of the recording is going to be focused at destroying that hideout. After that, I don't know yet. Probably start redoing my trading routes, because I have to move my base of operations from Turks Island to Manzanillo. That's for sure. I need to check my trade routes for prices and see if I can actually get them a little bit more profitable. Perhaps even try to do that soon, as the pirate is done setting up a different kind of convoy. That's another option. I think one of my problems currently is that I got several convoys without the right captain for trading routes. Also, this convoy is really putting some pressure on my expenses. Yeah, the plan initially with this convoy was to deal with capturing French cities. So yeah, it wasn't meant. It's useful for a pirate attack. Oh wait, it's very useful for a pirate an attack at a pirate hideout. But the initial plan of this convoy was to load it up with maximum crew, have a few big ships in it, and attack a city. Because if I'm outmanning city guards 2-1 or even 3-1, the whole fight will be so much easier. And I can actually start doing some pincer movements and other tactics to deal with city guards, making it easier to eliminate them, which means I win the battle a lot sooner. That plan failed when the French decided to sign peace with the Dutch. So yep. Now I have to do other things. Good thing is I'm still making money, although it's not as much as I hoped for. I'm still making money. Forecast is good, so not 5 days for repairing, okay. Might as well send that one for repair as well. And I'm going to send this one off to hang on. Yep. Turks. So those were the messages. No missions. And my assets. This is the point where I actually paid off the French. And as you can see, it was a huge drop. Things are getting back right now, but not the way I like it. So I have to do some things. But still, it's looking good. No production problems. Lots of successes we already were there. Trade routes are going nice. Although this one, no, still making a profit. 47 balance, 55 balance, 8 balance. That's a little, yep, I know. Ah, yeah, that one. So one of the goals I had in the other game, previous recording, is getting this part up. Main reason I am having the abilities to produce the fruits, the woods, the bricks and the ropes, but I don't have meat. And with my current setup, like I said, I got the wood, the ropes, the fruits, there's wheat, and a bit to the south in Isabella I have the same things, but with the setup here I'm later able to, first of all I'm able to transport meat, which is nice. Second of all, there's another governor's daughter I could court and eventually marry, so that's a good thing too. Ah, yeah, I need to do that. And I was saying about I better slow down because if I delay things too long, I got a pirate with a ship in the harbor, which makes the fight even more complicated. So I'm able to produce meat. I can. The other stuff can be done in the two cities. I already have my papers that permit. I don't have. Oh, wait a minute. I do have meat here. The problem, that's the thing. I can produce meat here, but the problem is I only own a quarter of the town. And with the current setup, one business is 3 houses, or actually one business provides 120 citizens, 30 workers and 90 relatives. If I start a business right now, I may run into some problems, so I want to postpone starting business for a while. Just use the town for repairs and things like that before I'm actually starting industries. I also need a city using corn. I get it here, and sugar, which is nice. And some other fruits combined. So in general, the best city to move to, I need corn and hemp. Corn sugar, corn sugar, corn sugar, bricks. So the only town having hemp. Wait a minute. I've got cotton already, hemp, sugar, stone bricks, tobacco, cotton, hemp, tobacco, wheat, woods, fruit, bricks, corn, sugar, dyes. Maybe it's a better idea to get Grand Bahama going first, because cotton and dyes give me clothing. Hemp is rope, so I got two facilities for ropes at that point. I got the clothing, and that means I can start moving cotton to Grand Bahama. Dyes are even easier because I'm able to pick them up everywhere, so I can start producing cloth and ropes. I could actually start the production of. Where do I pick up? Only in Andros. Andros got hemp. Bara had hemp, I thought. Bara has hemp. So I could start rope if I'm able to buy up stuff from Kibara and then move it without selling. One rope maker for now. Because I have no idea. I'm also out of bricks now. I have no idea how much hemp it's actually taking. Now that's done. Four cannons, no escort ships, and this is what I meant. This is my facing, that's the wind. One cannon. These two are covering basically that and that one. The red one is the wind and the blue one is my facing, sorry. So you'll see I'm doing 30 knots right now. And now I'm down to 5. And that's basically what I meant. Because this part is easy. But the moment I do that, I'm having a problem. And with the double cannons, it's even more complicated. Because the best tactic is to steer away from the tower. Well, maybe I'm lucky this time. And maybe I'm able to destroy a couple of towers before all my ships are actually damaged. Because the wind is slowly turning away, which makes it somewhat easier for me to steer out and avoid getting hit. Because I'm able to keep my speed in this direction a little bit easier. Downside, as you can see, I'm going really slow right now. one down. Next one will be harder because these spots are shoals and I don't want to run into them because they will slow down my ship a lot, which means at the wrong angle, slow down ship, 2 cannons or even 3 cannons firing at me. Yeah, sitting duck. And that's not fun. So I have to make sure that I'm able to stay away from those shoals and those approaching cannon balls. And looks like the wind is turning to my disadvantage again. The good thing, the AI sort of, and I got hit, sort of predicts the course you're taking. So the moment I steer to the left or the right, I'm at least able to avoid that. As you can see, I miss, and those towers are actually covering each other. So imagine at some point I have to do a hideout with 10 of those towers and I'm way too close and I missed. That's what happened. I was too close, turned away too soon, had to go into the wind, and then that happens. That's better. That isn't, because I once again turned into the wrong direction. And now it's going to be even more tricky because the wind is forcing me into the direction of the other tower. So if it keeps like that, I will skip the one in the middle and instead, hey, this goes wrong. Piece of crap. Really? The reason I'm missing is that because of the approach I have to use now, this bar is actually over the tower the moment I have to make an aim. Okay, what does it want? If I'm able to knock out that central tower, attacking outer one would be easier as well, because I can adjust my approach. Right, as you can see, 3 of my ships are pretty much damaged now. Crap. Also, those towers have a much better range as my ship. Would be fun though if I'm able to make it crap. I was about to say it would be fun if I'm able to make it with the use of 5 ships instead of what I had last time, using all my fleets. Looks like because the wind is getting it. This is actually the kind of wind I would like to have, because now I can approach, and the moment I turn away, I'm getting full speed or near full speed. Making it a lot easier to actually get away. Of course, if I sail too close and I'm turning too far away from my ship, as you can see, yep, so it's going to be, the wind is going into the wrong direction now. Because I'm doing 8 knots. I have damaged ship, so it's getting sluggish. But I got it, so maybe, just maybe, I'm lucky enough to and yes, that cannon tower is doing 10% damage. That's another problem. 9 to 10% damage. It's quite a lot actually. I think it's a little bit overpowered, considering I've got 39 cannons, so, well, I had 40, so 20 at each side, and 20 cannons is also 10%. Maybe a little bit more. Could also be the difficulty settings, I'm not sure about that. I think I can do it with one fleet now. Typical me. Gotcha. Okay, now that's quite an achievement. Now I have to fight the pirate car again. The more the fight is going to happen, the harder it gets, so I have to make sure that I hit him quite often. There are signals, not always. Okay, you ask for it. Almost done. I think at some point when I'm having a naval battle and I have a ship with little crew and we get a captain challenge, I will actually lose the fight because that would reset my captain. Done. It would reset my captain and the fights will be done a lot easier for a while until I get to the difficult point again. And okay, so what I need to do is send him over here and send that one for repairs. Also, Port Royal, rope, meat, bricks, wood. So I got it covered. I got that one covered. I got that one covered, 2%. So meat and ropes. So basically what I need is a city producing meat and clothing. So that's not here. Guadeloupe. So I have to see, I have to try to get this up to 100% so I can get a permit here. Get a permit in Guadeloupe and start working at meat and clothing. $17 and I don't have any spare cannons. It's going to take cannons from this convoy later, this ship, and switch to the other ones, so it's no problem. Now I sent this one off again, and the reason for that is I used to have a Port Royal map on my laptop. There are special, I don't have it. There are special items. I thought I had one. Let's see. Yeah, artifacts. Those special items are needed, and that's why I need a wife in the game to actually get a special ship. And that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to spoil fun. Thing is, I have no idea where I've dropped that map. Google. But I do know that in general, those maps are quite often found in small areas. And to be precise, in all kinds of corners. So that's what I'm going to do now. Next pirate. Yeah, I will have to deal with the next pirate. Probably him. Let's see. 8, 1 convoy, 5 ships. So he's on his way back. 9, 2 convoys. And 4, 1 convoy. So Jean-David now is actually the smartest one to deal with. And I've got it. And the first one, artifact, in my location will be here. So I will skip this part because it's likely that it otherwise would attack here, which I don't want to. So, like I said, it's going to be somewhat boring. Let's try to make some money. Map piece, always nice. Governor. Now I got a better idea. First of all, we're going to send transport back to another city. We must have problems with this area. I thought it was up here. You know what? Don't take a risk. And the reason is, if I talk to this governor, I will get my reward for destroying that convoy. And it's actually shown here in the chronicle. Hideout, no, no, no. Reward, nothing, nothing, nothing. Which is odd, because I destroyed them. But we will get a message eventually. We're still at war, everybody. Dutch are normal, English are strong, French are strong, Spanish are strong. Yeah, fighting with the English is always a problem because of the very, very big ships they got. There's no need to check the rest. The ship of the line, especially at some point when the English are using a 5 ship of the line convoy, that's over 1,000 men manning the ships. If you come in as a Dutch convoy with 5 carracks, you have a very hard time to defeat the English, because you're often losing from being outmanned and outgunned. Well, nothing here. Next. So that's why the English are in general strong. At some point they will start losing after I start meddling with everything. But it's not time for that yet because my finances are way too low. $240 hemp, no thanks. No thanks. Governor, here we go. Oh, of course not. Of course not. Foolish me, there weren't any ships. And as you can see, this slowly starts to show why I don't want to attack cities by sea. Because this tower is covering that one as well. Same over here. So there's no use for me to get in here. And nothing here. Previous time I recorded this part, I was able to find a second artifact. And I think I found even a third. And it's said, I don't know if it's true, but it's said that each and every time an artifact is found, there's a small reset on locations. And the random of the Caribbean, well, not much use. Every time you find something, the map is reset and the locations are chosen randomly. So that makes it quite hard to actually find a treasure. You can't say, okay, I found a treasure at, where was it? Where was it? This location, and the next treasure will be located here. No, because out of the 3-4 points I did, it could also be located here or even there. And especially this one, since there's a pirate hideout, it makes things very tricky, very complicated. Now we got a large part to go where we don't have any treasures. The next one will be more or less around here. And one of the reasons I'm doing it with those captains, I want to drill the scales. Soon as he got 5 skill points, I can actually, well, I'm not sure if I can, but I hope that I am able to get another trading ship and get another trading convoy home. He is basically good enough for it. So the easiest way to check is to see if I'm able to buy a trading route. No, not there. or any other ship. Swap captains. Easiest way. Find out. Move ship. Too low to assemble another colony. Convoy. Thank you. Problem solved. So for now, no other convoys. And I don't want to start a war with the Spanish. Well, actually, I can do that, but I don't want to. Nothing here. Next. Puerto Santo. No. Yep. Puerto Santo, Port of Spain. Probably over here. There's a lot of I do need another ship to increase the size of this convoy, because look at this. So one of the things I'm going to do now, well, first this, I'm going to do that mission. That's for certain. And that mission takes me here. That mission also means there's probably a bounty hunter with a big convoy. I will see if I'm able to create a convoy with 5 ships. Give that to the pirate. The fun part, he will attack ships and give me some income. The downside, people won't particularly like me because of it. So it is possible that my reputation with some nations will actually drop. Before I actually head out for the next artifact, I could do this as well. Simply setting up some sort of spy ship. And there isn't. There it is. Galleon, 2 military frigates, and a caravel. Quite Nice. I'm able to defeat that guy, even with the other fleet. More important, the caravel and the galleons can be sold. The military frigates make a very good addition to my combat fleet. Not just him, but also him. I mean, I've got 2. I will expand with another 2, or I can use it as replacements. So, yes, that means I won't hire a pirate. Besides, if I want to hire the pirate, the buggers also need cannons, cannon tower, and cannonballs and whatever. I won't hire the pirate, but I got a couple of nice ships for me. And he's going to attack me anyway. So we do this fight, finish the mission, and that's it. Wins. Decent. Think of it, I'm facing 156. 156 cannons, 3 to 40, 360, 420, 520 crew. Let's do this. First punch is the most important one. Gotcha. No, I don't. Yes, I do. And I have to make sure that they don't push me in a corner. I've had that happening a few times too often lately. Because if I do that, the best thing to do is actually getting my ship either captured or capture one in a boarding action and escape from that. They're trying to sink me. Well, that was to be expected. But so far, I'm winning. And in a way, this also shows why I want those military frigates. Because, as you can see, it's the military frigates being the most dangerous to me. Galleon only starts to catch up now. In general, the military frigates have been doing most damage towards me right now. And the Carrack after that, so they will still try to force me off the map.
All clear for action.
This is going to cost me my ship.
Everyone in position.
But it's the only thing I can do because I was stuck in a corner. I lost it. I know I will win this battle, because I'm not outnumbering them, I'm outsmarting them. So I've lost a ship and a crew, but they lost a lot of crew without actually having their ship damaged. So it's all a matter of perspective. I need to get out of that area here. Also, very important, I've got a better ship right now. With their damaged sails, they won't be able to catch up with me, especially when they're being knocked down. Tricky, especially when you miss. Sent to the corner again. So I have to be very careful. Yeah, I thought so. Wait a minute. They're using grape shot. Because there's no way that normal cannonballs do that much damage to my crew, not the hull. I think they just lost their rigging. Which means that 2 down. Yep. 2 down. 2 to go. That's number 3. So there's one more on top. 86% health on the hull. And it's getting closer now. Not for long though. It's funny. I'm basically using a chess strategy. I'm sacrificing one ship to get the upper hand again. And look what happened. Of course, sacrificing a ship when you keep missing is very useful. That's also the advantage of those military frigates. For them, not for me in this case. They're quite hard to deal with. But we're getting there. Especially if they miss me. Another thing that works is plain physics. If I take a turn to the left and use my starboard or right cannons, my ship is actually leaning over. And Because of that, I'm able to increase my range. And of course, it also works the other way around. That I decrease my range the moment I turn to the other direction. It's a very nice way to attack your opponents without losing that much crew. One of the things I need to do is go up north. It gives me the right distance to make speed for boarding actions later. I'm able to board at least one ship now, but I don't want to keep losing crew. Also, I don't want them to start escaping me and leaving me with the slowest ship to capture. If I want to capture something, start with the military frigates and the carrack. The galleon is the slowest ship out of those four. So if I leave them with the galleon, it's quite easy to me. Quite easy to capture them again. Because that ship could never outrun my fleet, unless the other ones are way too damaged. Now let's see, 71 on the carrack, 63 and 15 on the frigates. Let's turbo up. As you can see, I'm going up at 5 or 6 knots. And coming in with 10. That's what I want to do. It's the wrong ship. Well, okay. Careful, because I'm being pushed in the corner again. $15, $15, $40.
All clear for action.
Let's go.
Everyone in position.
One. Two. Three, and I will need another ship for the last one. Unless I'm able to get it out of this mess. I'm trying to do. I think he's going to escape. Get over here, you coward. Come on, come to Papa. I'll give you a nice present. It's escaping now.
All clear for action. We're ready to board.
Gotcha. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you fight a naval battle. I got that many. Look at this ammunition. I got so much ammunition already that I even don't need. Or better said, I can't transfer everything. We got everything done. Let's go into Margarita. And I'm going to send him to this gap near Martinique, because according to the map I found online, there's a treasure there. Got the mission completed. What to do now?